my friends, welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing, I don't know if you can tell, it's Taco Bell. Maybe if I take it out of this bag, you can see it's Taco Bell. They got it all kind of tied up. Let me see, I got something here that was free. I spent $20. I got it free. Hold on. I think it's 2 steak queso sliders. That's this. I gave one to my son and I took the other one. So, I think that was me. I don't know. Then I made up some Tyson chicken wings. You know how I love my Tyson chicken wings. So we have that. We've got that. Got some sauce and some avocado sauce. I don't know if you can tell the Josephine's right there. Yeah, Addie and everybody's here except Java. If you don't know, if you haven't been over to the Chewin' Chat, I had to put my Java to sleep. So you can go over there and watch the story of how I had to put my Java to sleep. Oh, you know what? I think I did buy 2 different kind of tacos. Now I think of it. Yeah, I think I bought some regular tacos here. Yeah, and this one's a chicken taco. This must be why I got this to go with, because, you know, this comes with that chicken. Look at that thing. Oops, cheese right there. See the cheese? Ain't much chicken in there. And I have some nachos here too. Let's eat this real quick. That's greasy. Is that all just gonna pepper down? Maybe that's it. I meant to put pepper. And they gave us this. I don't know what this is. Well, some got one too. That's cheese. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pour some out on my regular taco. I'm gonna be naughty in a minute. Hey, I just do a big thing of spit. Forgot that. You make a slow motion now. I asked for onions on this. I don't take one onion on them. I got my son some kind of craving box. What's up, Bill? I don't know if he's doing like everything in there. So I was like, I'll make up some hot wings. I was taking a nap and my son texted me, my youngest son, in the other room. My mother, his grandmother, used to do the same thing. Text me, said to come in here and asking me something. They text you. Want to know what we're going to have for supper. I said, well, I'm taking a nap right now. I said, you can wait or go take your girlfriend out and have some fun. Stop keeping her locked up in your bedroom all the time. You haven't seen each other for a year and a half. You've been in there for a whole day. Take her out some. They usually in the morning I go and get a coffee. I don't know if they get anything to eat or not. She tells me she brings snacks. Let's look at these nachos real quick. I might open them up before they get all. Actually, I took the just open up. Guacamole off. Their guacamole is disgusting. I don't think it's even real. It tastes like it maybe some kind of powdery avocado mixture you add water to. Let's try chicken wing. I haven't had chicken wings all so long. Well, I'm gonna tell you about Tyson. If y'all remember when they came out with these, I did a review. Absolutely loved them. Still love them. The only problem is, they've kept the chicken prices on the bags, but the problem is they give you half the wings now. It'd be alright if they put the 2 parts of the chicken together like that, you know. But they cut these things up in half and they try to say these are 2. That's not 2. That's 1 chicken. Let's take a gander at this. I don't know what it is, what is it? He only does that when I get out of here. Well, let me see. I'll kind of unfold this. I see there's some pico de gallo. I think it's chicken. There's supposed to be cheese in there. Choking on some of that chicken. Let me get near. Oh, excuse me. I have been watching this movie. I don't know. I recorded it today. Finish Out of Sight. I've been watching it for almost 6 hours, and I'm up to, I think this is 15 or 19 minutes. Somewhere there. We'll say under 20 minutes. Okay, I got some of this avocado stuff here. We're gonna stick some of that out over there. Okay, is this new? I don't know. We're gonna do a review on it. I think it's got ground meat in it. I'm supposed to have pico de gallo, cheese. I asked for onion, which I don't think they ever look at those lists, what's in it, what you want. And I never get an onion. I should have brought me some in here. I did cut the onion yesterday. Well, not bad. I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. I wish they would have on a little column things like tacos, burritos, nachos, all that. What's new? Then you just click on there and it'll tell you what's new for Taco Bell. I hate having to hunt. Whew. That was spicy, so I'm gonna open up my peach tea. I don't like to drink Dr. Pepper or Coke or something when my mouth is on fire. Should have brought me a water in here. You're not getting nothing. Sit down. See? He's trying to sneak up and think he can get something. He ain't get nothing. Alright, I have this cheese sauce. We're gonna be naughty. We're gonna add this taco. I don't know what it's supposed to be for. I remembered last time I did Taco Bell. I don't know if I did it over here or other channel. Probably over here. I ordered stuff and it's like, I ordered a burrito and something and I was like, why didn't I order a taco? I'm not crazy for their burrito over taco. I like crunchy. I'm not a flour tortilla girl. They're alright sometimes. But I'd rather have crunch. And I know y'all like crunch. Barnabas, stop it. That's really good. The cheese sauce on there. I'll see my adding. So, Well, a quick little, what's called synopsis or something about my Java. The vet said it lasted 3 years. Well, I know we've had 3 Christmases with him. Yeah, if it did surgery on him, this tumor, he would die probably on the operating table. So he said, just keep him comfortable, keep him happy. When you think it's time for him to go to heaven, make an appointment, bring him in. So, that was really good. Kept him comfortable. The tumor has just gotten so huge. It was just like another dog on him. And on the side. And I knew Thanksgiving, I tried to get him to Thanksgiving. I got him Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then got him to New Year's. And then got into February, and I knew it was getting time. He was having a hard time getting up. He would every once in a while just pee on the floor. And when you got a lab, Barnabas, he's like a chow, because I found him. Pee on the floor, it's a lot. You use 2-3 rolls of paper towel. And thank goodness I have hardwood floors. That's one reason we built the house like we did, because we have animals. So if you have carpet, it'd be destroyed. It'd be disgusting. That's why you don't want carpet with any kind of animals in your house. And some y'all may refuse to say that's wrong, but plug your carpet and see what's under that pad. You're gonna see different. And last couple of weeks I've been, when it's going to be coming soon. I kept putting it off, calling the vet, putting it off, calling the vet. I wanted to get him to Valentine's Day. And we got my nachos next. Oh, we already at 18 minutes, my goodness. And I kept telling my friends on Facebook, I'm going to call the vet tomorrow. I'm going to call the vet tomorrow. I got my alarm set. And I kept putting off, putting off, putting off. It's hard to make a decision to end your pet's life. I've done it before. It's terrible having to do. And so we I don't know. I'm not gonna play on my tea. I can't help it. You know how I hate stuff on tea. So we my son came to me in the kitchen the other night and told me there's some blood outside his bedroom door where Java was sitting. And I saw that he was there, and I went and cleaned it up and put him outside. And the vet now starts open until 8, and I think it's about 7:30 at night. And ringing in my head, it's like, oh, you know what? The vet's open until 8. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it. Why you not thinking about it and everything? Because otherwise you'll keep putting it off, and it's gonna get worse and worse. And you can't. He's not. Seems like he's suffering, but the tumor has just gotten so big. I know it's pressing on his bladder or whatever. And so I called, and they said, well, the vet's gonna be out of town till Saturday. He's at a conference. They have a new vet there. I was like, it don't matter who doesn't. So I said I'd like to get it done as soon as possible, because then I'll start overthinking. And So they should come in that next day at 3. And man, if they call that onions, I don't know if y'all can see that. That's just that's the littlest thing of onions. So I told them, I said, could we do it at my van? And she said, that's fine. I said, because I don't want people, because these places usually packed. It's hard to get a parking spot. And she goes, yeah, that's fine. And I said, because I don't want people to say I'm a bad dog mother because I let the tumor get so bad. He wasn't no pain or anything. He was doing just fine until the last few weeks. And he still wasn't hurting. And I just knew it was time. And if you have animals, you know, it's hard to put them to sleep. You just have to know when it's time to let them go. So I went in there and paid for it. Wasn't nobody in there. Nobody in the parking lot. But they must have been waiting for me. I don't know. It's like, I told the girl, I said, I didn't want to bring him in here. I said, because I don't want people to think, look at that dog with that big old tumor. She's a bad mother. She goes, oh, if they ever said something like that, she goes, I'm gonna tell them off. She goes, you can't say stuff like that here. I said, well, thank you. I said, but so I paid for it. I said, I'm gonna go back out there and wait for him. Well, once I did that, well, thank goodness, my son decided to put the leash on him. I wasn't gonna put no leash on him. I was just gonna open the trunk and they come out there and give him a shot and he'd go to sleep in the back of the van and they'd take him in and do the second injection. And this is the first time they're hearing this story. I told the other story in my studio. Let me put some of this hot sauce on here. Man, that's some nasty sour cream. I should have cut that off. All I have is that diet stuff. I don't want no diet sour cream. I have sour cream here. I should have just used it. Or maybe I should just get the nachos and just got another taco. And so I went to open up that trunk. He jumped down. Oh my God. It's right next to the highway. Probably 20 feet from the highway. Man, I was so fast grabbing him. Oh my God. I could see him. He was headed towards the highway. Thank goodness he had that tumor on him. It kind of slowed him down because, yeah, he didn't have that on anymore. He wouldn't have been out there in that traffic. And school was just getting out. And so, need some chicken wings. And so, I said, well, you're already out of the car now. Let's just go on in there. So I took him on in there and they put him in a room and they got close to me. He started growling. He's never growled before. Well, my oldest son goes, well, you should get him out around other people sometimes. And I don't know. So I had to go get a muzzle. Put the muzzle on him. And then I gave him an injection. It took about 5.5 minutes for it to make me sleepy. We didn't stay very much longer. I was trying. I took a video. I don't know if y'all want to see it or not. I know some of y'all will say some kind of nasty comments. I posted it on my Facebook for my Facebook friends, but I don't think nobody watched it. So that's okay. It only just shows a picture of him. It just shows him just going to sleep and me crying at the end. Tell him to go chasing squirrels. He loved chasing squirrels. Do you cry when you have an animal or loved one dies? Or do you wait until you're in privacy? I don't. Y'all know that. I think it was when my great aunt died. We were at the nursing home and they called us up there and she only had probably like 30 minutes to live or something. I don't know how long it was. And my mother and her sister, my aunt, were sitting there. She was kind of like gasping for air. And but finally she made this horrible kind of like pulling her face. And all that noise stopped. And I waited a few minutes before I said anything. And I said, I think she's gone. They're like, how you know? I was like, she ain't moving no more and she ain't making no sound and her face was like stuck up there. They're like, oh no, she's fine. I said, no. I said, she's gone. I said, so I went out to the hallway and went to find the hospice nurse. And I told her, I said, I think she's gone. She goes, well, I'll come in there in just a second. She goes, there's a lot of tests we have to go through. She goes, it takes about 20 minutes to go through all these tests to declare someone dead. And it takes a long time. Because they do for a while, and I think they stay for a little while, or she left for a few minutes, come back and she checked. She wants, I guess, make sure. Yeah, they pronounced people dead before and they had been alive. I know they had the it was the gurney outside, I guess, to put her body on, take her to the, I don't know if they took her to the hospital or funeral home or wherever they just took her afterwards. And so that's just pronounced her dead. They left us there to be with her for a little while. And I'm bawling my eyes out. And my mother and her sister are sitting there talking like it's Thanksgiving dinner. We were sitting there having a little conversation over some meal or something. I'm sitting there looking, I was like, what's wrong with y'all? Your aunt just died. Right there, y'all are right next to her. Your bed's right there. My mother's on one side and my aunt's on the next. I'm sitting there by my side, and they're sitting there just having a nice little conversation. And they looked at me like I'm crazy for crying. We will do that in privacy. And it's like, in privacy? Your aunt just died. Right there in front of your eyes. She died. And y'all just talking about, chit-chatting about everyday stuff or whatever. When your aunt's sitting there, just died. Don't even hold her hand or touch her or nothing. Y'all just having a good old chit-chat and don't even say anything. I can't trust people like that. If you don't show emotions, I can't trust you. I'm sorry, I just can't. I like people who can show their emotions or feelings. These are pretty good now. Now next time, just remember, make sure to take that old sour cream off and keep that old avocado stuff off. I'll tell you what, I am getting full. I don't know where I left off at the bar. Let's call it my not so-called love life. Mr. still texts me. And it's nice to hear from him. But then it's still heartbreaking. And then I don't know if I ever told y'all I was well, I can tell this story. He said he ain't technology savvy. He don't have know anything about YouTube or anything. So he grew up. Y'all may missed this. I don't know if I said it or not. I grew up with him next door to my grandmother, him and his brother, and I haven't seen him since, oh my God, I'm gonna say 40 years, 45 years. I have not seen him. He showed up to my mother's funeral, and I felt this kind of like attraction to him. He was, you know, and so I told him, I said, when I was leaving, I said, send me a friend request on Facebook. He goes, okay. By the time I got back home, he had sent me a friend request. So we've been friends for almost 2 years now. I sent him a message the other day asking him what's wrong with me. I wanted a truthful, honest opinion from a male who knows me. Why isn't the opposite of sex attracted to me? And Well, let me see. I don't know if he ever answered that back or not. He tells me, I remember this. He goes, "Did you know I bought your grandparents' house?" I said, "No." He goes, "Why don't you come by and see me sometime?" He goes, "I've got a hot tub." Now, when someone invites you over to their house and says they got a hot tub, to me is they must be kind of interested in you, because you just don't bring up. I see you want me to come see my old grandparents' house, but why would you bring up a hot tub? And I was like, oh, he may be interested in me. So he's constantly texting me, talking and chatting. And I was like, oh, he must be kind of interested in me. Then he tells me, "Why don't I invite our mutual friend? She's one of my good friends I grew up with, over to the house, and her husband." I was like, well, okay, he must be scared that I'm gonna bite him or something. I don't know. And then he goes, "Let's go out to eat." I was like, fine, whatever. And so I start talking to my friend. I said, "What's exactly is his situation?" I said, "Is he married?" She goes, "No, he's not married." And I asked him. He goes, "No, he's been divorced." And she goes, "Well, he's divorced, but I've never met his ex-wife. He's got 2 daughters. I don't know if they stay with the same mother or different mothers. I don't know." And then he, what was it? I started having this feeling. We're chatting for about an hour, texting. Something came over me saying, "Does he have a girlfriend?" She goes, "I don't think he has a girlfriend." I said, "Well, let me tell you what, I'm not getting in this situation again." I said, "I'm going to text him and see if he's got a girlfriend." So I texted him. It was like 10:30 at night or something. And he finally texted me back about 30 minutes later. I said, he goes, "Yes, I am seeing someone. I do have a girlfriend." Look at that. Thank God I didn't have to have that heartbreak again. Yeah. I told him, well, I canceled our dinner date, coming to see his house and hot tub. I said, "I ain't getting involved in that. And you got a girlfriend." I said, "I'm not getting involved in that." And I told him, you don't be inviting women over to your house when you got a girlfriend. I said, it's different if your girlfriend's gonna be there, but you're inviting women over to your house, to my hot tubs and stuff, and yeah. I know now. Ask if you got a girlfriend or a wife first. Surprised you didn't lie. Then I think he kind of maybe got a little offended. Because me having to tell him not to be doing such things. And then he came back around. And I think everything's fine now. all he wants me is for my mind. He don't want my body. And let me say, if you don't want my mind, you don't want my body, you can get my mind. He wants history from my head. And yeah. That history's gonna be staying in my head. I'm sorry. They're trying to him off my friend group with him. They're trying to start a museum in my old hometown. And they want the history, what I know, because we are officially the last generation to know the history. And so they're trying to start a museum for the next future generation. And my mother has knew all the history and stuff, and she was newspaper reporter, 5 or 6 newspapers she worked at. And she'd go interview a lot of people, especially it was like the last few Civil War soldiers and stuff, and Civil War widowers, widows, the women and the men from Civil War. She'd interview them, and I think she finally got down. I remember the last one. I think he died in like the early 80s. Early 80s. He was like 100 something years old. Oh, I don't know, late 70s. I remember she went up to his house to interview him before he died, and from the Civil War. And so she had all that stuff written down. She's put into her computer. I know of stories and what people have told me, and the older generation. I was always quiet. I didn't like hanging around with children. I liked hanging around with adults. So I did learn a lot of the stories, because I was always quiet learning. And I was always a little adult. I was never a child. And yeah. So what they want is a lot of my mother's papers. I don't know where they're at. She put some in her computer. We took it to this computer place, and because she had a bunch of was it malware or something? I don't know. I don't know anything about technology, computers. And instead of backing up her stuff, a lot of stuff was lost. They deleted a lot of stuff. And then some things she had in folders that they had gone and moved things to other folders and renamed some folders, and it was just a big mess. She was so upset, so mad, and it cost her like $1,000, which she should have just bought a new computer. And well, so my son, after she died, he moved back home. He just unplugged her computer, stuck it in the corner. It's been sitting there. So I told him the other day, I said, go set it up in the dining room. And my friend and friends, they want to come over and go through it. They're welcome. I said, I have some books and stuff. I don't know. They can look. I don't know. Because my boys, to keep wanting to throw all my books away. I was like, I ain't throwing my books away. They were my mother's books. They were my grandmother's books. They're my books. So I was like, well, if they're going to start a legitimate museum, I might just donate some of that stuff to them instead of having all that stuff lost and my kids end up throwing that stuff in the trash or giving it to Goodwill or whatever. And so I've told them about there's several Spanish ladies that have books out. I wrote about Calvert. They're growing up in history and stuff, and I know there's black people who've done it too. I told them about that. I don't know. You're just trying to make a white people museum? I don't know, because a museum should be geared to all aspects. If you're black, Mexican, Chinese, I don't care what race. If you were raised there or whatever, and you have information, you should be able to ask those people for stuff. And I don't know. I asked them, I said, have you asked these people? I gave names and stuff about their books. Would they like to talk to you? Would they like to, you know, get them to donate a book for your museum? Or y'all could buy their book or something. And for some reason, they're just interested in my mother's stuff. And it's like, well, y'all gonna have to ask for other people's stuff too. And I just can't just give you my mother's stuff. I'll tell you what, oh my God, look how long we have been eating. Look at these. All right, let me finish this couple more pieces. Man, my video I did yesterday, we're talking about putting Java to sleep. I think it was 44 minutes. Man, we're at 50 minutes. Goodness. All right, well, that's all I'm finished out. That's some of that sour cream, and I don't like it. It's disgusting. I'm glad y'all came for this long one. Y'all may have to stop and pause me every so often. I hope y'all stopped and got something to eat to join me, because it was a long one. So, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, click that bell notification. Make sure it's all black. And I will see y'all next video. Bye-bye.